Good morning, everyone. Hope you are having a wonderful Sunday morning. Just give me a moment here. I'm going to wait for some people to hop on and share this over to my page. And we're good there. Open this up so I can see comments and see who's joining us this morning. Hi everyone, I'm Mary Jo Snyder. Welcome to MJ Shady Inkers Facebook group. Every Sunday, some of you are new. Hi Julie. Some of you are new that just recently joined my group, so thank you so much for being a part of my group as well. Hi Ellen, hi Lori. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I absolutely love sharing creativity with everyone that stops by my group. For those of you that are new, I also have a YouTube channel where you can find this replay after today's live. I try to post the replay to my YouTube channel where you can find that Mary Jo Snyder of MJ Shady Inkers. So be sure to check out my YouTube channel and subscribe there. I do have some other fun stuff that I don't always share here. I might share the link, but I don't always share it here. I just post it to YouTube, so there's extra goodies out there. I try to get in the habit of doing that weekly, but sometimes life kind of determines whether I'm able to or not. And that's okay, right? We all have schedules that we have to kind of, excuse me, tickle. Hi, Kelly. That we kind of have to readjust our daily plan for because things pop up and that's that. So you have to be flexible. So I'm also over on my business page, so I've shared this to my business page, and that is Mary Jo Snyder, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I also have a website, which is mjs.stampinup.net, so you can find me there if you'd like to do some shopping. Above in the description of this video, I have provided the host code, and you will see that again on my work area once we get flipped over and take a look at what we're working on today. Good morning, Roslyn. Thank you everyone for being a part of my Sunday morning. It always brings me so much joy, and it feels like I haven't been here in forever. I mean, I did a pre-recorded video not too long ago, like 2 weeks ago, and last week we celebrated Easter, so I just decided to take a breather and enjoy some family time that day. So anyway, I hope you all had a wonderful last 2 weeks. I miss seeing you all. I miss communicating with all of you via these live presentations. So hi Cheryl, good morning. So I hope you enjoy what I have to share. I have no samples to share with you. I'm actually pre-cut some stuff. We're gonna kind of wing it this morning. I spent a lot of my time yesterday. I do have a couple of announcements. Sorry for the long intro this morning. I'm putting together my BOGO sale, which I haven't done in a couple of years. So that will post May 4th when the new catalog goes live. So what a great incentive for people to purchase from the new catalog. You will get instructions. There'll be a separate Facebook group. It will be public, and I will invite everybody so that you all know where you can find it. Add a link here so that you can visit that specific group. And my customers and newsletter subscribers will get the information as well via, those type of communications. So what will happen, vaguely, I can give you a little insight. There will be albums filled with product that is previously retired, because I have stuff from 2, 3, 4 years ago, maybe some stuff that when I even started stamping. And in order for me to bring in new product and share new fun stuff with you, I kind of have to weed out some of the things that I am not keeping in my stash. So I can't get rid of everything because there's stuff that I absolutely love, and I just can't do that. So, but I did start working on that. So look for that announcement. You will get all the details prior to May 4th, but I cannot go live with the group until May 4th because I can't sell any retiring products until they're officially retired, and the new catalog goes live May 4th to all of you. So then I also am going to be introducing my In Color of the Month Club, which is going to be amazing. A lot of details with that, so I'm not even going to try and explain it. That also goes live May 4th because I cannot collect any payments prior to the new catalog launching. I will be posting a registration, reservation, reserve your In Color of the Month kit you know, subscription. It is a subscription plan. You will be billed monthly up for 5 months because there's 5 new in colors. And it's a really reasonable way, a budget-friendly way to get a ton of product and the in color ink pads on a budget-friendly way to do that. So I'm looking forward to that. Plus you get some free stuff, make and takes, and a thank you little card from me that you can, that is blank inside, that you can share with someone in the future, so you can pay that forward. Lots of fun stuff coming up. In the midst of that, I am still toying with my Stamp and Scrap Club. There are some details I need to work out, some glitches, because that also is going to be an amazing perk and have some amazing, not amazing perk, amazing program that I'm going to start running monthly. I miss my in-person club, so I'm going to find a way to make it work for doing virtual events until it is safe to gather. I will still offer club to those, my Stamp and Scrap Club to those virtually as well as in person when it's safe to do so. I just want to share so much creativity, and I just need to find a way to bring it all to you. So I'm easing in graciously, how do I want to say that? Easing in slowly with all these ideas that I have, but I love what I do, and I love that people get so excited about stamping and Stampin' Up! Products. Melissa, welcome and happy birthday. I saw that it's your birthday today, so hi Valerie. So I did just complete the Dandy Garden class, and I have a bucket full of stuff behind me to put all the kits together and get in the mail this week to all those that purchased that. So thank you so much for your support, and exciting class. It'll be fun. No stamping involved. Absolutely love using Memory and More cards for excuse me, for making creative projects and cards without the need of ink and stamps. It just makes it so much fun, and kind of makes you think a little bit of how to use that product a little bit differently. Hi, Rosellen. So a lot of information. Don't forget the last chance product sale that is going on now through May 3rd. Just it's annual catalog stuff that's retiring. I know I went over the catalog. I actually found that I pulled a stamp set, shame on me, that is not retiring, so I had to put that back in my stash. So I don't know. I mean, some stuff has sold out. It's just a matter of going into the online store with by visiting my website, going into the online store, and you can select products and see what's still available. It does say if it's low inventory, it says if it's out of stock, so, and they may even pull the product from, I don't know, I haven't really looked recently, but if a product has flown off the shelves and is no longer available, you will know that when you're placing your order. So, all right, let me take a swig of water, get rid of whatever's going on in my throat here. And I'm going to turn you down and flip the camera, and we're going to do a little bit of stamping. Let's see how close I am to being where I need to be. I had to switch things around a little. Sometimes when I set my camera up for my desk, my work area, my counter here, it ends up not being so friendly when you want to look at me in my beginning phases of talking with you. So I want to lower this, so close your eyes because I can't lower it and cover the lens. So hopefully we'll be in good shape after this. Sorry for the jerking of the camera. Tilting a little bit. Not sure why I got this frog going on this morning, but we'll make it through. I don't know why this is tilting. Sorry. Gonna adjust a little bit more. Thank you. You can see the base of my stand there. Oh, Rosellen, we're still dealing with the notifications of lives. I see. Rosellen, I wonder, did you get the last time I did a live, I started from my Facebook business page, and we were trying to play around and wondering how that was going. So, anyone that has settings where you know you're getting the notifications when I go live, can you please kind of shout out to assist others that aren't getting those notifications? Because it's very frustrating for me, because people end up missing out, and then, you know, one thing leads to another, and a week's gone by and they forgot to watch and make comments to kind of be put in that opportunity to win a prize patrol or whatever. I'm moving this forward a little. Sorry. Okay. Promise I won't move anymore. Oh, I usually try not to show my stand, Cheryl, but unfortunately the way my camera's set up today, I didn't pay mind to that, but no big deal. It's not going to interfere with what I have to show you. Again, this is the annual catalog that is retiring. Went through a couple weeks ago and marked up my catalog in a live presentation here on my group. You can go back and look for that to have a walkthrough with that catalog. This catalog, the January to June mini catalog, is good through the month of June. And I want to share some fun stuff with you that I have in store, along with all those other announcements. I am going to be offering a summer lovin' retreat. I did a retreat last summer, loved it. I think people enjoyed it that participated, so I'm going to offer that again. And we are going to be focusing on 2 product suites. There will be add-ons of stamp sets, and that is going to be the Friends Are Like Seashells stamp set. I'm also incorporating the Ice Cream Corner product suite, and the add-on will be the Sweet Ice Cream stamp set. So with that, look for details to be posted soon. This catalog will retire within after the month, well, the end of the month of June. So this retreat is going to take place in May. So just so you know, look for that announcement as well. A lot of things in my head going on, but I have to make sure that I use these products that I purchased, and I want to use them for a class. So this is today's host code. You will also find that in the description of this video above, so you can cut and paste and use it for placing your orders in the online store. And anyone purchasing $35 or more in my online store today through this coming Friday, April 16th, you will receive the free make and takes that I am showing you today. Papers may vary, just so you know, because I have products that are soon to retire that I am using. So papers may vary, but you will still get kits to make the projects as I'm sharing them, just in different colors or themes or whatever. So keep that in mind. That is an awesome deal every week if you place orders through my online store using that host code. If your order is $150 or more, do not use the host code. I will send you those kits automatically. So again, this is that bundle, Sweet Ice Cream, and we have the Friends Are Like Seashells, the embossing folder, and the dies that coordinate with the Friends Are Like Seashells. That's all part of the products that I will be using in that Summer Lovin' Stampin' Retreat. And it is obviously an online event. Soon, I'm hoping with life, you know, we can get to a point that we can come together again and stamp in person. So this is this week's prize patrol. So anyone commenting, sharing my video, you will go on a drawing to receive a spool of the polka dot tulle ribbon and this celebration stamp set that is new, never been used, approaching perfection. It's got some great pun lines for birthdays. If you don't own it, if you're interested, I mean, even if you whatever, want to re-gift it to someone, I'm okay with that. Just leave a comment, share the video, and you will go into that drawing for that next week. I do not have any prize patrol to announce from being off for the last 2 weeks, so I apologize. I am going to attempt to incorporate my favorite stitch-shaped framelits today. Well, they're stitch-shaped dies. This is the set prior to them changing the names. This is retiring. I don't even know if you can still get your hands on it. This is something I will never get rid of because I love, love, love this set of dies. So I'm going to try and incorporate that today. We are using the Daisy Lane, which is, I believe, a carryover stamp set, which is going to be in the next catalog. I am using also another product that is carrying over, the Peaceful Moments. I might want to use sentiments from this set to pair with the designs that I'm creating today. We're kind of on the fly in a sense. I have ideas, I have paper cut, I just haven't made the samples. This is that Lovely Labels Pick-a-Punch. I had to look up the name because I always forget it. We're going to be using that today. That is in the annual catalog and is carrying over. We are also using both of the Daisy punches, the larger one and the medium-sized one, and the Sprig punch. These punches are all carrying over into the new catalog, so we have those. And for the centers, potentially I may be using this previously retired 1/2-inch circle punch. So with that, I have some ribbons I've chosen. I'm using some of the Flower for Every Season 6x6 Designer Series paper. I'm also using the Artistry Blooms Designer Series paper. So if you don't have these, check the online store. They are retiring products. And of course I have coordinating cardstock. And did you know that we carry 12x12 paper in each Stampin' Up! Color family? So this is something that you can get if you're a scrapbooker. It's something perfect also for 3D projects, fun folds for cards. So the 12x12 paper is definitely a benefit even if you're not a scrapbooker. We are going to be using the Just Jade 12x12 piece, and I'm going to show you how to cut that piece out of what we need for our card slash fun folds, cool stuff. So that is what I got going on today. And of course the necessities. Oh, I got to show you this. This is cute. And I don't know if you're not friends with me on Facebook, then you didn't see this post. But this is my Easter present and I got to get this to work. If you don't realize it, I'm a huge Friends show fan. We have the entire series of the seasons, and this lights up, and hold on, it flashes. How stinking cool is that? I just love that TV show, so I wanted to share that with you guys today. That was my Easter gift from my husband. I absolutely loved it. So, all right, you're gonna come in here with your paper trimmer and your 12x12 piece of paper, because we need to do like a triple fold kind of thing. I'm going to show you it. So obviously I'm going to show you it. You want to cut this piece of paper down to 5 1/4. So it's a little bit smaller than our normal card base. It's going to be 5 1/4 by 4 because that's how I wanted to. I didn't want to. There's a long story there, because I'll share it with you, obviously, you'll see. So 5 1/4, you're going to cut it 5 1/4 by 12. You're then going to keep your paper trimmer close by, grab your scoring tool, and I want to score the long side at 4 and at 8. So the reason I did 5 1/4 by 4, in a sense, is because I want it to have even score lines in that 12-inch piece. I need it to score at 4 and at 8. So I downsized the size of the card by 1/4 of an inch. Does that help you understand my madness? Oh, sorry, we got to score one more time. And then I want to score the short side only on one side. So we know the piece of paper is 5 1/4. So we want to score right in the middle. So 5 1/4, that's 2 1/2 plus 1/8 of an inch. So 2 5/8. And you're going to score to that first score line. Before varnishing any edges, I'm going to come in with my paper trimmer because I don't always have a steady hand, and I want to be sure to cut this in the right spot. Now you know your paper trimmer has a ruler here, has the ruler here. You know that this is already, the size of the paper that you have here. I know that half of 5 1/4 will measure out to 2 5/8 because that's where that score line is. So you are going to take your paper trimmer, and hopefully you're going to see this, and you're going to line that score line up or measure it out to 5 5/8 and score or cut down to that first score line, which you know is 4 inches, and you're going to line that little crease mark in your paper trimmer blade to 4 inches to cut that piece off. Now, I need to make sure that I'm not cutting the piece off that I need. So if this is going to fold this way, I want to cut off this panel. So I'm going to turn this here, and again, measure that out to 4 inches because that's the 4-inch score line. And you can, now that we are down 2 5/8 where this score line is, which is now a cut, bring your blade to 2 5/8 right here, press it down into the cardstock, and cut up on that piece. Hopefully I measured correctly. Yes. Now, another thing that I noticed when trying to fold this is that I'm going to need to trim this one piece by 1/8 of an inch because it will allow it to fold nicer. So I'm going to measure out 1/8 of an inch and trim that piece off. And now when I go to score or varnish these edges, I am going to grab my bone folder and get a crisp fold, and then I'm going to do the same to the inside. And it leaves a little bit of space, but we don't care. We're making a pocket on the inside of the card, okay? So that's how we're doing that, all right? That's your fun fold. It really is not going to open this way. It's a fun fold until you adhere this down with your Tombow glue or your, which I'll grab. I like to use my tear and tape. So the only places I want to adhere tear and tape is this edge, and this is just Jade Designers or 12 by 12 paper. I think I shared that. And right there. So just those 2 edges because we're making a pocket, okay? But I don't want to adhere that yet because I'm going to put some stuff on the inside here as well as the outside here. So we won't adhere that together. This is the front of your card. So I've already cut some stuff. And again, there's the one I pre-cut. So I'll make 2 of these. And the striped designer series paper from the Flowers for Every Season, this one is going to go right here. So we can go ahead and adhere that. We also have these beautiful daisies that are going to adhere. And they're kind of random, so I don't think there is a position to being the right way versus, you know, a different way, you know what I mean? So we are going to grab I'm going to use Tombow, just in case I don't position this correctly. And go ahead and adhere this piece of cardstock. I did not tell you what the measurements were. Let's do that real quick. The measurement for this piece of cardstock is 2 3/8 by 2 3/8 by 3 5/8. So that's your striped piece. Because remember, this card is a little bit smaller than your standard card base. And we'll adhere that on here, like so. You have this design of your Flowers for Every Season that is 3 3/4 by 5. And that is going to go on the outside of your card. Okay. Hopefully this comes together like the vision I have in my head. And now we have a piece of the basic white. This is going to go on the inside here so that we can write a little message. And I think that I want to pull in another piece of that floral paper for the other side of here. So let's go ahead. Now this can be a gift card holder, but we're putting something real fun on the inside here as a little gift for someone. So let's grab our pack of paper. And since we have this here, I think I want to find another one of those floral pieces to cut down. See if I have another piece, hopefully. I may not. I hope I do. Let's just pull all these out and fan these out somewhere, because the bits and pieces that I cut, they're not really going the right direction for me. So let's keep that handy. I could actually use that piece, but I want to stick with the same color that I had. Let's pray. I may have used it. Thanks for your patience with me this morning, you guys, because I am totally winging it. And I may not have another one of those designs. So if that is the case, we're going to find something that's going to work. Yeah, I don't. So what we're going to do, why not grab some greenery that will blend nicely and not take away too much from what I'm putting on the inside there. Let's just take this and see. That might be pretty. Or we have some polka dots somewhere. You guys are so awesome being patient with me. Polka dots right there. I think I'll use the polka dots. Maybe? I don't know. Let's just see what happens. So we already know that this card base is 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to use this. We're going to cut a piece of paper, and we know that we really don't need to use a full piece of this, like to, you know, line the entire side here. We just need enough to feed a little bit under there. So I'm going to cut this by 3 inches so that it retains half of my piece of paper, okay? And then we're going to cut, because it's a 4-inch wide piece, I'm going to cut this down to 3 3/4, and that will tuck in nicely right there. So perfect, right? Looks good against the Just Jade card base, and it's not going to take away too much from what I'm going to be tucking inside there. So let's get this going in the right direction. Got some Tombow on there, and set that there. And now we can come in with our Take Your Pick tool and remove the backing of our tear and tape. And we can fold that over like so. It looks pretty good, right? I think so. I didn't do any stamping here, but that's okay. That's a place for you to write your little sentiment. We have the outside of the card looking good so far. Let's find some fun stuff we can do with these daisies. All right, I need a piece of basic white. I have some scraps in here. And we're going to cut out 2 of the small daisies, or the medium-sized daisies. And yeah, it might blend in a little bit, but that's okay. We'll work that out. I got an idea. See if I can get 2 of the big ones out of this piece too. Looks good. And that now is garbage. So we have these. We are going to get some bumblebee scrap for the center of our flower, because we want to mimic what that flower looks like in the designer series paper. So we're just going to pop one of those out, 2.5, or the 1/2, or the 1/2-inch circle punch, and we are going to, I'm so sorry I'm not looking at comments. I'm like all engrossed in what I'm doing. You guys are so you can't share either? Hi, Sharon. No share on mine. I wonder if there is a wait until the live over. Usually that doesn't happen because I just shared it when I was viewing to my page. Yeah, we'll have to figure out what all these glitches are about. I'll have to talk to the tech people. There's a group that I belong to, Tech Help for Demonstrators. I'm going to pop over there later today and kind of have a conversation or put a post out there to find out what the glitches are that are going on. And maybe she can help me. She actually designed my blog, so she's an amazing, talented individual. So I'll have a conversation with her, with Catherine at some point to see if we can kind of fix the errors that are going on. All right, I want to pull in my blending brush, which I've used in so many different color pinks. And I just lightly want to add, without going too crazy, I should just use Petal Pink. But I'm going to grab my Magenta Madness, kind of rub that around a little bit. I don't want it too dark, and I just want to kind of add a little color in the center of these, just to give it a pop of color so it doesn't blend so much into the... Oh, that's a little harsh. That one will go underneath something. Let's just flip it over. There we go. And then, all right, love the blending brushes. Can't wait for them to get back in stock for everybody. Okay, so I want to curl, very gently curl the leaves of my daisy, like so. The other one, you want to curl the opposite way. So put the ink side down and curl these the opposite. Because when you put them together, they're going to kind of be in reverse, if you know what I'm saying. You'll see in a moment. You're going to do the same with this. So I will have these popping this way. You just gently, because you don't want to rip those petals off, or you have to start from the beginning. And this one, you're going to curve the ink side away from you. And this is the one I made a mistake on. So with that, we are going to grab some glue dots and go ahead and actually just lay that there. And then you're going to blend these two together, opposite, so it looks more realistic that way. This one doesn't have a lot of ink on it, so I guess we're gonna go with that. Maybe I need to add a little bit more ink to that one. There we go. And that will pop in like that. So add a dimensional to this one, or not a dimensional, a glue dot. Pick that glue dot up. And again, opposite. And if your petals get a little wonky on you, just go ahead and reinforce those curves, like so. Okay. You guys are so funny checking out my dots. It's okay, I won't rip that and throw it out. Thank you. And I'm going to put that right there. Looks like I got something going on there that I don't like. But it's going to get covered, so. All right, that's going to get placed right in the center there. Let me grab a glue dot on the other end. And add that there. Grab another glue dot. And add that to the center. So it kind of mimics the flowers that are on the front of this card. Okay, real pretty. So far, so good. I won't throw that out. I'll make sure I don't have any stuff I'm missing. What am I trying to say? You know what I'm saying. It's your time to shine, friend. Smile. I think I'm going to use smile. This card is going to make me. The best moments in my life happen with you. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I want to use happy birthday. Think. It's kind of like a gift. Let's do smile. All right, I'll grab my block. Hi, Lori. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Jenny. Oh, so maybe you have to go out and come back in to be able to share. Hi, Sandy. You always can probably check after the video is done, after we're done here today, to see if you can share after that, if you'd like to share with other viewers. And I truly appreciate when you guys do that, because it helps me reach more people and helps my business. So thank you so much for doing that. We all like to share our creativity. I got to steal that from another kit. All right, now we have our punch here, and I'm going to see if that smile is going to fit on that piece of paper. Looks like it will, and I think I'm going to stamp that in Just Jade. So we have that. And I will trim one end, but the other end is going to get fed in one of these sides here. I'm going to see how it's positioned. I might need to, well, let's open this up first. If those of you that are new and not familiar with how to open our punches, there is a little latch there that pops that right open. It's perfect for when you are storing your punches. So I might need to shrink this down a little bit. I think it's just too big. So let's trim this some. I just had a scrap. I didn't really start with any specific designated size, except the fact that this is 3/4 inches wide. So, and this will fit a 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, and an inch in those little brackets there. That should be better. That suits me. And then this, I don't need to trim the other end. I can put this here, line that up, and then we're going to put our flower right there. And maybe I do want to cut that a little bit, because let's just do this again. It's just not where I want it. Okay, I want to line this straight edge up to the straight edge of the paper, but I don't want to cover the sentiment with the flower. So, method to my madness. I think I'm going to lay this flush to the card because there's so much bulk with the flower, and I want to be able to potentially mail this. I'm going to grab my Stampin' Seal, run that on there, and I think I'm going to position this a little bit lower than the middle of the card. And with this, we can add glue dots, but I am going to add a dimensional. I know I just said I wasn't going to use dimensionals on it, but changed my mind. And then you don't want to cover up the words, but you want to be able to, well, and remember, it's smaller than a normal card size. So I stuck that down and I want to move it over. Okay, so you have that. That's the outside of your card. We have the inside of our card, right? Very pretty. We're going to tuck in this adorable pack of daisies. So now you can gift this to somebody for their spring, summer garden. So how cute is that? So there's one card. I hope you enjoy that. And if you'd like to, grab your Wink of Stella. Let's find our Wink of Stella. And add a little bit of shine to the center of your flower. And voila, beautiful. I love it. And a little gift inside. You can also put like a gift card or something. It's perfect for that. So there's project number 1. Now let me get my head wrapped around everything and see what my intent was for project number 2. All right, we have a piece of cardstock for our card base. Let's get some things out of the way that I no longer need, so that we're on the same page and not working with a mess here. And we have an envelope. Maybe we're going to do something with that, not sure. And some paper here. So this is Magenta Madness, one of my favorite ink colors for that was introduced to us in the current annual catalog. And this is 4 1/4 by 11, so we are going to score this at 5.5 because that's the halfway mark. Yes, Lori, great idea for your summer job is to create some of those for people, and you could sell them at the shop. This is that paper, the Artistry Blooms, is that what it's called? I have to look again. Artistry Blooms Designer Series paper. Love, love, love this paper. Love the fact that there are so many different colors here that we can accent this with. So I have cut this piece of Designer Series paper to 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. This is going to get some Tombow glue. Thanks, you guys. Yeah, those brushes, Lisa, oh my gosh, they are so, I don't know, I think it gets a cleaner, fresh look than just using like sponges. I think it's less blotchy, especially if you kind of, you know, not season it, but wipe some of the excess off when you're using it. All right, so we have this piece of Designer Series paper going onto the card front, the card base. Your card opens this way, and we have a piece of, I need 2 pieces of this, so we'll have to get, no, because this is going here. Yes, this is the white that is going on the inside. So what I am going to do, this is basic white, I'm just going to punch down in the lower corner a daisy, okay? And then I'm going to pop this in here. So that you have a little peekaboo of Magenta Madness Daisy down at the bottom, okay? So there's the inside of your card. Some people then take this and rotate it, which you can do, to add just another layer, and maybe we should do that. That looks cute. So let's grab actually I'm gonna do, well, I hate using Tombow on the inside of a card because I think I'm gonna seal the card shut. So let's grab a glue dot, find my strip I flung to the side, make sure there's no more left on here. They are all gone. So grab my glue dots again, and go ahead and grab that dot, off center this, and now you have a cute little effect with that daisy. That's cute. I love it. I didn't even use the sprig punch yet. That's okay. All right, so with this, we have this on the front of our card. The inside piece of basic white is 4 by 5 1/4. This piece of Magenta Madness that's going to be used on the front of the card is 3.5 by 4 3/4. I am going to come in and I am going to punch out 3 random daisies, kind of in different spots, like so. You can keep those aside for another project. I am going to layer this on here. So now you have that effect there of the colors, the pretty colors coming through. I can raise it, but I think I'm just going to adhere it flat to the front of the card. And I should have done something else, but I got an idea. Of course, I went off here with the glue because that's how I work it. Again, lay that right here in the center of your card base. And you can put any Designer Series paper down underneath that. It just kind of gives it a cute effect. And let's grab some, trying to think what I want to use here. That is so cute. And like, you can even do the same thing as you did on the inside and pop that there. You can pop it up with a dimensional if you want to add just a little extra thing going on there. It's your choice. And actually, it does look really good. It does look really cute to add that. I'm going to grab a mini dimensional and see how I like it. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that because it kind of adds a little bit of life to those flowers. Oh, Valerie, that's funny. I like the punch daisy on the inside. Yeah, it just kind of brought that right to life, didn't it? Sometimes the simplest things that we don't always think of really can make your flower or your project pop. Kind of gives it that wow factor, but so simple. I love it. Thanks, Lori. I like the feedback, especially when I'm like going with some ideas like right out of my head. Now I think I can possibly incorporate the sprig punch just to add a little bit of, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I want to. Or do I? I'm just going to play for a second and see what we come up with. I'm just curious. Let's just punch out some sprigs with this. Glitter paper? Maybe? Thoughts? Chime in if you're thinking that's a good idea. Rainbow glimmer paper. Let me know if you like it. If not, I'm just gonna get it off my piece of paper right now. Oh, let's grab one more piece that has some pink hue to it. Thoughts? Do you guys like it? Should I do more of a purple on that bottom one or switch these out? I still have to get a sentiment in here. What do you think? Or do they just look like daisies that look like reindeer? Run the magenta through an embossing folder. Oh, that would be perfect for that, Cheryl. Those little flowers there. I think that's a great idea. Takes away from the flowers. All right, we're good. Thank you. I'm going to add a sentiment. So let's figure out how to do that. I'm going to grab another punch. No, I'm going to use the same punch. Let's grab a piece of white paper. I always feel like a jumble mess when I don't come here prepared with everything how I want it. So I apologize if I'm looking that way. Oh, there's a piece of white. All right, let's make this. Oh, actually, there's a piece of white. Let's make this a 1-inch strip. Actually, yeah. 1 inch. And find my lovely labels Pick-a-Punch, and we'll tuck this one in. I'm going to cut these first. Punch the ends first. I might need to trim that because I think I just want to use a smaller piece right there because I don't really want to cover the flowers up. I should have just stamped right on there. All right, let's trim this. See how that looks. I don't know if I like that. Talk to me, peeps. Maybe I should just put friend and trim off one end and then just make it straight with friend on here. What do you think? Glimmer centers. Yes! Great idea, Sharon. Let's grab some of that glimmer paper and do the centers. So see, I just totally got sidetracked. But definitely in like the purple tone, I think. This is supposed to be like Gorgeous Grape coordinating color. The circles are actually a little bit bigger than, but that might actually make it look a little bit better, I think. Great idea. Let's grab one more because the other one went flying on the floor. All right, so we'll do that. I'll add those on there. I'm still struggling with the sentiment, so let me just stamp friend and stamp set. See how much room this takes up. And maybe I'll stamp that in Gorgeous Grape because that is the coordinating color in this designer series paper. I really think that maybe embossing part of that would have really helped out a little bit, kind of made it pop a little bit more. And let's do it close to this edge. Oh, I just love purple. Every shade of it. And I'm going to just trim that down and not have both of the edges decorative. And I think if I do that, I can come in and it will be perfect. Maybe. Or maybe I can even line it up to that edge. I think I'll do that. I'm going to use dimensionals on this. And then I'm going to find a way to add. Let's do something else before we get carried away with stuff. I'm going to use some of this ribbon here. Very sad the polka dot ribbon is going away. Maybe this isn't going to be the ribbon I want to use, but there it is. Let's see if this adds what I'm looking for. Thanks for your help today, guys. Stamp on the card, no white. You think so? Just take the stamp and add friend. I'm not very graceful stamping on something I've already put down, but let's try. I think I actually placed that paper on there crooked, and if it doesn't turn out, we'll just cover it. Oh yeah, much better. Great idea. Thank you, Melissa. The white probably would have taken away from that. All right, we'll just stick that over there. Don't need that. So now I wonder if that in any way is going to, oh, I just got an amazing idea. We're gonna grab, oh, I wonder if I could do that. No, I don't want to do that. We're gonna grab our blends in Magenta Madness. And we are going to color our ribbon to match. Do we have a Gorgeous Grape blends? I don't think we do. What is up with that? If we do, I don't own it. This takes a little long. But you only need to color one side of it because it's tulle. I don't think I'm going to wrap it all the way around. I think I'm just going to make it into a bow. Ribbon scissors. Now, I know I'm going to get my... Actually, I do need to color the other side. Let's do that too. When you do this, if you are new, Be gentle, you don't want to ruin the tip of your marker. These are alcohol based, so it allows you to color anything. You can color rhinestones, you can color any type of sequence, your pearls, any type of embellishment. Ribbons, obviously. It just really gives you that extra versatility to use, to make your own coordinating product in a sense. So if you have like a white ribbon or something like we're working on right now, you can color that, and it makes it brings on a whole new life to it. Okay, make sure we're dry. I got ink all over my hands. I'm gonna tie this in a bow in the center, maybe. This tool sometimes is hard for me to work with because it catches on my rough nails. And, come on, I want it a little bit smaller. All right, so, telling you, I'm gonna get me one of those bow makers. All right, now that can go right here. It can go right there. I'm just totally playing. I think that, right, like, I don't want to cover that. What are your thoughts? Let's cut this, trim it down a little, and trim this down some. We'll put this, let's adhere these to the center. Grab some glue dots. Glue dots that I threw somewhere. They're right in front of me, I know they are. Okay, don't know where they are. We're gonna use these, because this is just gonna go right in the center of these flowers and it'll be fine. Rainy day today. It was beautiful yesterday. I actually was had a Stampin' Up! Event. For those of you that are not demonstrators watching, we had on tour yesterday. I can't really say too much about it other than it was absolutely amazing. A lot of fun, a 3-hour event, and I don't know if I even like the bow, to be honest with you. It needs something, but I'm not sure what. Maybe I could put it right there. Maybe I could put it right under Friends. I just don't want to cover up anything. I think I'm going to stick it right there just to be safe. And I don't know where my glue dots are. I whipped them across the room. Oh, they're buried. Yeah, so, and then I started going through retired stuff, and I had to literally pull out catalogs from like eons ago to find certain things and prices on them. I hope this looks okay with the bow right there. So that is that card. I think probably if I would have embossed those pink flowers like Cheryl had recommended, no bow. You're probably right. I think it just takes away from the card itself and the flowers that are there. So I agree, Gail. I just wasn't sure how that was gonna go. No gorgeous grape blends. Ugh. Put it down at the bottom. Yep, that would have worked. Let's see. It's not too stuck down. I probably could pull it up. It could go right there. Maybe it looks better there and doesn't take away too much from what's going on up there. So, great suggestions, you guys. Thank you for helping me today. I was going to make another card, but I don't have stuff prepared for it. So these are the cards that we're doing today, and I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry I wasn't more prepared to do 3 projects with you this morning, but these are fun. And I guess what I'll do is I will cut 2 cards. Maybe I'll cut this down into 2 different colors to use up some of the paper or vice versa. So whoever orders using the host code, remember you'll get 3 make and takes, and it'll be either 2 of this one of that, or vice versa. So you will end up with 3 kits to make projects to duplicate this. You would just need stamps to finish your project. So, but yeah, that's cool. And I think I should even add one of those glimmer dots on the inside to kind of follow the remainder of the front of the card. I think that would add a lot of flair to that. Absolutely. Perfect. There you go. Fun with daisies. There is something I want to show you, but the stamp set is retired. Way back when, I created this, and I think it was for a display when the big daisy punch came out. And I'm actually going to turn the camera because I'm not going to stick it in your face in front of trying so you can see it here. So let me flip the camera around so we can chat a minute. Lift it up some. Yes, very simple and easy. I have to keep it that way for when I'm not prepared to come to you guys. Yesterday took up a lot of time of just getting stuff in order for my sale, and I have a long ways to go. So, but this I put on display, like Gerber daisies. You can totally make those, and you can see that they are stamped with the previous, there's some Wink Estella in there, but it kind of dulled. This has been sitting around for since probably 3 years since this Daisy Punch came out and the coordinating stamp set. But you can totally make a very spring centerpiece for your table, something that can even sit out on your porch if you're having a gathering. Lord hope we can have those gatherings this summer. But it's very easy, and let me just show you. Let me just pull one of these out, hopefully without too much disaster. It's the wire, wire that you can get in any, I don't know, it might be craft supply. Let me grab the package if it's still accessible. And like, if you do flower arrangements, stuff like that, you can find these in like Joann's, Michael's, maybe even Walmart. And they are stem wire, and it can help you create and there's a bunch of wire in there. You can just cut them down with wire cutter, and you get like 22 in a pack, but they are, goodness, they're probably about 20 inches long. So, oh no, there's 35 pieces, and it's 22 gauge, and I don't know how many, yeah, 22 gauge, and probably about, I don't know. Anyway, there's a lot in there, so you could totally make. What you do, if you see the back of this, you cut out a circle, you cut a slit in there, and then you fold the tip over. I don't want to really dissect it, but you fold the tip over and tuck that tip in there in between the flower and the little circle that's holding the greenery piece, the stem. I recommend probably using hot glue to add the stem to that circle. But you can make these so easy, and you can do the curling like I did with the card I made. But it really does make a really pretty Gerber daisy centerpiece. Just grab some of those gems that you can find those gems to fill a vase or a jar at the Dollar Tree. I've found them there in different colors. And then I kind of added just a little extra color in there by adding some yellow shred that I found at the Dollar Tree. So yeah, it was a centerpiece in one of my products. What was it? It was the new annual catalog launch a couple years ago. So when we could, where will it be? What are we talking about? May 4th. When is my stamp sale? Okay, so my retirement, my BOGO sale is going to start. I will announce it on May 4th because I can't sell anything from the current catalog until it's officially retired. So you can look for announcements. And Sharon, if you are not a subscriber to my newsletter, head on over to my blog. I'll put the link in the descriptions of my blog, and I think it's actually at the top of my page here, or my group here as well. Click that, and you can subscribe to my newsletters. You'll see a little icon with like a fall leaf thing that says newsletter. You can click on that and subscribe to my newsletter so you don't miss out on announcements. I also give a free tutorial every Friday, and it's called It's Freebie Friday. And I send a project to you, like a picture, and I include the instructions on how to make that project. So I send that out every Friday. I have missed a Friday or two because of scheduling, but it is I work on those on Thursday night, so it's pre-scheduled to send out every Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern time. So head on over there to get that as well, so that you don't miss out on those free things that I offer. And then you don't miss out on announcements for classes either, because they always go out in my newsletter first before they post anywhere else. So, okay, I hope you enjoyed today. Thank you so much again for being here. I appreciate all of you each and every week, each and every day. And go and enjoy. I know it's a rainy Sunday here, and of course I have grocery shopping. But look forward to those upcoming announcements. I got a lot of typing to do so I can get those announced. My In Color Club will be announced this week so that people can get registered for that. Thanks, Valerie. And all of you that have registered for my Dandy Garden Memory and More card class. Of course, the registration is closed for that. I look forward to seeing you all in that online event. I will create that event in a private group and invite each of you that purchase the class. You can expect your kits and product to send out this Friday. And I did send all the invoices out for that. So check your emails and get those invoices paid so products can be ordered within the 7-day grace period that I have through Stampin' Up. So, all right, everybody. Have a great Sunday. Enjoy your week. Blessings to you all, and I will see you again very soon. Thanks for stopping by and being a part of my Sunday Live with MJ. Bye.